This episode has been brought to you by theproductstorecompany.com. Welcome everybody to What's the 411? This is the show that keeps you updated on today's and tomorrow's current events. So let's check out what's going on right now. All right, everybody, welcome back to What's the 411? How's everybody doing out there? Be sure to share this video and other videos on this channel. Be sure to give us a thumbs up, Let everybody know about the show. Let everybody know about the episodes that are coming. And we're going to get into it, man. Let's get into it. We're going to look at an update regarding the Asian man that shot the 6-year-old black boy. And see what's going on with that case. We're going to always try to remember these cases that seem to, get a little bit of steam and then they disappear, I guess, in hopes that people don't do any follow-up. But from time to time, we're going to do follow-up on different news stories that we put out. And this is definitely one of those news stories. All right. So let's take a look at this real quick. Okay. Well, the family of the 6-year-old boy, the black boy, who was shot while retrieving his bike, they filed a lawsuit against the this guy you see on the screen, and it looks like it might be somebody else involved as well. All right. Kobe Daniels' family. Kobe Daniels is the little boy. His family is seeking $4 million in damages. All right. Let's take a look. So the family of a 6-year-old boy who was shot while retrieving his bike from his neighbor's yard has filed a $4 million lawsuit against the men. A men meaning plural here. So let's take a look and see what's going on with that. Arnold Daniel, Kobe Daniel's father, says his son is struggling to recover after he was shot by 29-year-old Ryan Lee Nguyen, and his medical bills are expected to be tremendous. In the lawsuit, Daniel said that his son will need psychological and psychiatric counseling because he is still in pain and shock from the incident. Over the summer, he revealed that his son would not sleep in his own bed following the shooting. Daniel believes his neighbors, plural, Lee Nguyen and Michael Inmathung, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly there, Inmathung, should be responsible for the damage because they knew children played in the area and it should be their job to help keep the neighborhood safe. The father also stated that Lee Nguyen has shown aggressive behavior towards the kids in the community many times in the past. All right, so I'm not going to go any further because the rest of this article just goes back over and repeats what the original incident that took place. You guys can check it out here on our show, on our channel, and we'll get that pulled up here in a sec. But you guys can check that out here, the original news story regarding this this Asian man who shot at some kids and ended up hitting Kobe Daniel. All right. So we're just going to continue following up and keep on finding out what the status is in regard to this case. And I haven't heard anything in regards to when there will be a hearing or an actual trial of any sort. Haven't heard anything at all regarding that. And so we're going to definitely keep our eyes on that as well here. Just give me a few seconds here. We're going to try to pull up. We ain't going to try. We're going to pull up the actual original story that we put out here on What's the 411 News. All right. As that comes up there, we'll wait for that to pull up. And we'll get that on the screen for you here in a minute. So, yeah, like I said, it's going to be interesting how a lot of these cases are starting to pull up now. You got the Rittenhouse case, you got the Ahmaud Arbery, and then next year you have the the Aaron Dean case, the officer who shot Tatiana Jefferson. All right, so we got that coming up pretty soon, and we're going to start seeing how the direction these cases take. All right, we definitely going to see what direction they go in. All right, so once we get this pulled up here, we're going to get on out of here. As you guys also see on the screen, some breaking news that we're going to be looking into. One of them being the Jelani Day case. If y'all don't know about what happened to Jelani Day, we'll get you up to speed on that. And also, you guys, we also put this out here on this channel a while back in regards to Bill Gates and his shenanigans. All right. On this channel, we told you and reported how Bill Gates predicts certain things to happen, right? But little known to you guys is that not only is he predicting these so-called incidents to go on and come about, he's actually funding those incidents. All right. A lot of you guys don't know that, maybe haven't known about that. But Bill Gates will go on the record and predict certain incidents. But in the background, he's actually putting his money with the scientists to make these incidents actually take place. And then it makes him look like he knows what he's talking about and that he can kind of see what's going on in the future, so to speak, to make himself look good. But all he's doing is putting his money behind things and then making people think that he just has this insight. All right. So what I'm referring to is there's a smallpox case in Philadelphia. And we definitely will be getting y'all up to speed about that, because if you didn't know already, there has been some talk, and if you probably known it's been talked about, but you didn't pay attention to it. All right. You didn't pay enough attention to it. Now here's the original story that we did on this case with the Asian man shooting the black boy. All right, so definitely be checking that out. Let me if you didn't see the original story that we did on this, let's put that on the screen real quick. All right. So y'all go back to the story that we put out where it says Asian man shoots 6-year-old black boy. All right. And you can get the story, the original story as to what took place. All right. So definitely check that out. We're going to be looking into the smallpox found in the Philadelphia lab, and we're going to take a look at some updates on the Jelani Day case, and we're going to keep you guys up to speed. Now, what I was talking about in regards to Bill Gates is that he's predicting these events to happen, whether it's pandemic type events or events that might happen with the weather or stuff like that. Well, he's putting his money into it. And we also did a story about that, proving that he puts his money into things to make them happen. All right. But it makes you guys think that this guy just knows what he's doing and he just has this great insight. But he ain't got no insight, man. He's just putting his money into stuff and then fooling the people. But, you can't fool everybody. You can't fool us here at What's the 411, because we're going to be on your neck and pulling up the game. All right. So real quick, in case you guys need to hear about that particular story regarding Bill Gates. Let's see if we can pull that up. Let's get this pulled up real quick. All right. Just want y'all guys to be able to know and see. All right. Let me see if that shows up there really quick here. All right. So that's the title of it. You guys see at the bottom, Bill Gates predicts upcoming disasters, but he funds the disasters he predicts. You guys check out that story that we did on that and get up to speed on how he gets down. All right. And you would definitely want to know about that. Okay. So again, we're going to look into some breaking news stories here. As you guys see on the screen, the smallpox. And real quick, let me talk about that. I'm going to talk about a little bit more once we get some information and we go on live. There's been this term that's been used. If you might have heard it and not really paid attention to it. It's called dark winter. And some people have been mentioning that. All right. They've been mentioning the word dark winter. And it's been said it has something to do with spreading smallpox. Now was the COVID situation, and now that's starting to break up, and the truth is starting to come out, and there's going to be more coming within a month or two that y'all guys be hearing. Just pay attention in general, all right, to your favorite YouTube channels. There's going to be some information that's going to be coming out in regards to this pandemic that's going to really blow some covers, blow the lid off of this thing that's been going on, and people are going to start waking up even more. And just stay tuned. That information is going to be coming out pretty soon. All right. And so be aware from that. I'm not saying that we're going to come out with it, but there's going to be information coming out. I'm pretty sure of it. I'm just going to say it like that. So you guys keep your eyes and ears open. You know that they've been shadow banning this channel and other channels. So be sure to tell everybody about the channel. Share these videos. Hit the subscribe button, the thumbs up button. Comment on these videos and put the word out, because I'm not the only one. I have several channels, and maybe 2 or 3 of them are getting, I think maybe more than that, really, are getting shadow banned. They're not all about news. They're about different things, but they're being shadow banned. And especially these news, this here, and in my podcast show that I do as well, getting shadow banned because, quite frankly, one of the reasons is that the news, the mainstream news that you guys people have been used to looking at in the past, the MSNBCs, the ABCs, the CNNs, and so on and so forth, they're not getting the same love as they used to because of the games they've been playing with the information. And channels such as mine and others are really going out there and trying to give y'all the real interpretation of what's going on out here, and commenting as honest as possible. All right. Without being like the mainstream news playing these games that they play. Okay. So be sure to share these videos, like them, comment them, tell people about the channel, tell people about the other channels that you see that's featured on this channel. Check those out as well. And just again, real quick, there's this term called dark winter, and it's referring to or alluding to smallpox and maybe getting people the smallpox again. All right. So it's funny how now all of a sudden the smallpox shows up in the lab somewhere. We're going to be looking into that. And we find anything, we'll be reporting on that. All right. I appreciate you guys. If you enjoyed this episode as well as other episodes and you like the channel, On your screen right now is the link to support the channel, the episode, and it will be in the description as well. So click on that link or take that link, type it into your browser, and show your support for this channel, show your support for the episode, show your support for this show. All right. So with that being said, we'll be back again at 1:15. I see they've been playing around with the stream a little bit, but it's all good. We'll still be back. We'll be back live in effect at 1:15 with some more news stories. All right. So with that being said, much love to y'all. Appreciate y'all support. This is What's the 411, and we gone. Peace. Sit down and brainstorm potential things that can happen, all right? Potential situations that can occur. I'm giving you a list here of possible things that can happen. You got fires, you have flash floods, home invasions, hailstorms, hurricanes. A pipe might burst in your house because, it's real cold in the winter at that time. It might burst in the summer, all right? Just never know. Tornadoes, blizzards, snow, mudslides, earthquakes, etc. All right. To prepare yourself for potential emergencies, take the free course, Simple Emergency Planning in 4 Easy Steps. Did I mention free? The link is in the description. Safe House is a location other than your primary residence that you can go to whenever you need assistance or protection from any possible criminal or violent encounters. The first thing you want to start off with, though, is look for your fire departments, your police departments, your EMS stations. Look for that first, and then look for your 24-hour locations. You don't want to look at gas stations, gyms that are open up for 24 hours. You want to look at hotels, stores like Walmart, things of that nature. That way, if something happens, an emergency occurs, you already know where they at. Go right to them. If you want to learn more on how to protect yourself, get the course, How to Be Your Own VIP Protection Specialist. The link is in the description.